All right. So we're going to start our warm-up on the floor or on your mat. We're going to do a weightless dead bug. This is going to be important later. So we lay down on our back. We bring our legs up with the knees bent. Arms come up. And then we're going to take an opposite arm, opposite leg towards the floor. Bring them back to center. Opposite arm, opposite leg towards the floor. Okay? So we're just doing this, warming up that body. As we do it, we try and press that low back into the mat. Just warming up those hips, warming up the arms and the legs and the core. We'll do a couple more here. Nice and steady. Let's do 2 more sets. And 1 more set. All right, finish it off here. Very good. We're going to stand up, so if you need to, take your time. Getting up to the top. It's early. Once you're up to the top, we're going to do a modified star jump. So with our modified star jump, we go squat. As we stand up, we bring our arms overhead like a jumping jack, lift the leg, squat again, other side, leg lift, jumping jack arms, okay? So squat, leg lift, squat, leg lift. Nice and controlled. Still warming up, getting that body moving. Very good. Couple more here. On that squat, my feet are pretty narrow. They're right next to each other. Let's do 2 more. This is the last one right here. Very good. We're going to do a lateral 1, 2, 3 knee. So we step 1, 2, 3 knee, 1, 2, 3 knee. You can have a little jog, okay? Side to side. You can even march it side to side if you're not feeling like jogging, okay? But we just go back and forth. Couple more. Take it down and back. Bring it back here and pause, okay? I'm going to turn to the side. We're just going to do an alternating reverse lunge. Big step back with 1 foot. Bring it back to center. Big step back with the other foot. Bring it back to center. Keeping our chest raised as we do this. Remembering to breathe as always. You decide how far into that lunge you are sinking. Couple more. Let's do 1 more each side. All right, stand up. We're going to go back to that modified star jump. So squat, jumping jack arms with a leg lift. Squat, jumping jack arms, and leg lift. Keep it going. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit more warm this time. We'll do a few more here. Let's do 1 more each side. Finish it off here. All right, we're gonna do that jog 1, 2, 3 knee, okay? Jog 1, 2, 3 knee, 1, 2, 3 knee. You could also march it. Going. Very good. We'll do 1 more down and back. All right. Alternating reverse lunges. Big step back, bring it forward. Other side. Big step back, bring it forward. Keep it going. 1 more each side. Very good. Come to center, march those feet. Take the chest open and across, open and across. Now we're going to take those arms and we're just going to circle them, big circles. Mine are going backwards. Doesn't matter if you're going backwards or forwards because we're going to switch right now. Go the opposite way. Two more. And one more. All right, shake it out. Whew. All right, so we've got a new circuit for today. Our first exercise that we're going to do is a compound move. It'll be a squat, but then at the top, we're going to do an overhead tricep extension. Let me show you what this looks like. I'm going to grab one heavier dumbbell. Make sure that it is something that you can do a tricep extension with, okay? So I'll hold that at chest. As I squat, I'll come back up to the top, extend the arms overhead, do that tricep extension, and bring it back. What I didn't mention is we have a sneaky overhead press in there because we have to go from having the weight at chest to overhead, okay? So technically, I suppose it's a three-part move, but we're just gonna be counting the squat and then the overhead tricep extension. There, I can say it. All right, so grab a weight that's gonna work for you for this. I turned my dumbbell sideways. I'm grabbing it on either end. So we'll do that squat, and I'm gonna squat with my feet, my toes pointing forward. Sometimes we turn them out and we take it wide. I'm going to keep them mostly forward. Just find kind of a natural way that they fall forward and that feels good. You can always play around with the placement if the knees bug you or anything, okay? All right, so we're going to do 10 of these. We'll squat, stand it up, arms overhead, tricep extension, back down to chest, squat, overhead, bend the elbows, straighten them out, come back to center. Very good. Keep it going. You can pace this at your own pace. If you need to take it a little slower. We're halfway through. Couple more. Go nice and strong. Give me one more. All right, bring it back to center. We're gonna grab some lighter weights. We're gonna be doing a reverse bicep curl. You will want lighter weights than you use for a regular bicep curl. The reverse bicep curl is the one that I also like to call T-Rex arms. So the hands are facing backwards. We've got the weights. We bring them out here. That's why I call it T-Rex arms, because T-Rexes have those tiny little arms. So bring it up here and then back down, okay? So play with your weights. Find a weight that is gonna work for you for this move. We start with those weights rested on the thighs. We stand tall, roll the shoulders back, okay? We curl up and bring it back down. We curl up and bring it back down. Very good. Keep it going. Halfway already. Keep breathing. Give me 3 more. 2 and 1. Very good. We're going to do a row variation next. We're going to do a seesaw row. So if you think of a seesaw or a teeter-totter, you know, as one side goes up, the other side goes down, right? So we're going to do that with our row. One arm, let me turn here, will be up while the other is down. And then as they switch, right there, like they're pulling on each other. Like you have a rope that is being pulled through a pulley, and one arm goes up as the other pulls down, okay? So I'm gonna grab some weights for that. Like a bent over row, we're gonna stand tall, nice strong back, hinge forward at the hips, okay? Extend those arms out. So I'm gonna bring one up with one extended, and then I'm gonna switch them. Okay, I'm doing this in a controlled fashion. Slowing the movement down so the muscles really work. Make sure you have a slight bend in those knees and that you're breathing, of course. Keep it going, over halfway. Give me 2 more. And 1 more. Very good. Then we're going to do a lunge with an overhead press. It's going to be a single arm overhead press. I'm going to make you use your brain a little bit on this Monday morning and really think about what we're doing. Let me show you why. So we're doing 1 arm at a time. You need 1 weight. So I'm going to bring this weight so it's about shoulder height. I'm going to do that reverse lunge. I'm going to overhead press. Then at the top, I'm going to take that to the other hand, bring it in. Hold up at the top, reverse lunge with that other leg. Hold on. I need to bring my arm down. Let's start again. So you start in 1 arm. See, this is a good sign, right? I am struggling with that, I promise. We're all going to get it. So what happens is you start with that weight at shoulder height. And then you're going to do that reverse lunge, okay? Overhead press, overhead. Bring it to the other hand, switch. Bring it down like that, okay? Reverse lunge, overhead press, switch. Bring the arm in. So we press when we're in the lunge, switch while we're in the lunge, bring the arm back to shoulder, okay? You can get it, okay? We'll take it nice and slow. Grab that weight. It's at shoulder height. We reverse lunge with that opposite leg, overhead press. Switch hands, bring the foot in, bring the arm down. Reverse lunge other side, overhead press. Switch hands, bring it in and bring the weight down. Reverse lunge other side, overhead press. Switch hands, bring it in. Very good. Reverse lunge, overhead press. Switch hands and bring it in. Very good. Reverse lunge, overhead press. Switch hands, bring it in, you've got it. Reverse lunge, overhead press, switch hands, bring it in. Keep it going. Switch hands, bring it in. Reverse lunge, overhead press, switch hands, and bring it in. Couple more. Reverse lunge, overhead press, switch hands, bring it in. Reverse lunge, overhead press, switch hands, bring it in. Reverse lunge, overhead press, switch hands, bring it in. Let's do 1 more here. We got to get it back to the other hand where we started. Excellent. Hopefully you're able to stay with me on that one. All right, so this next one, we did a dead bug in our warm-up. We're going to do kind of a variation of a dead bug, except we're going to be doing this one standing, okay? But mimicking that same movement. You want to grab some lighter weights for this one. I'll grab some and I'll demo. You also could just do this one body weight, just to work on the balance. So with the dead bug, we'll do 1 side at a time. I guess technically you really only needed 1 weight, but I'm going to have this one in my other hand. So I'm going to come and I'm going to bring 1 knee up, and then I'm going to take this hand overhead, and the foot taps down on the floor. Bring it back to center, touch, and extend back up, okay? So we'll do 10 on one side and then 10 on the other. You can grab 2 weights, or you can grab just 1 and switch hands when we do the second side, okay? So come balance on that 1 foot, bring that knee up, extend the arm out, raise that arm overhead as the foot touches down, and then bring them back to center. Raise and touch. Very good. Raise and touch. Keep it going. Breathe. Halfway. One more. Very good. So then we'll go do that other side. So we'll come to that other foot, that opposite foot. We're gonna lift it up to that knee. Extend the arm overhead as we tap down. Bring it back to center. Extend overhead and tap down. Very good. Keep it going. And of course, remember to breathe. Halfway. Two more, guys. One more. Very good. All right, we're gonna be coming down to the floor for this next move. We're gonna be doing a dumbbell pullover, okay? We've done these recently where we added a bridge to it. This time we're just gonna do the pullover, no need to add anything else. I'm gonna grab one heavier weight. You are welcome to grab 2 weights. Let me show you real quick with 2 weights while I've got 2 weights, and then I'll grab my one heavier weight and show you how it's done that way. So we come down to the floor. We take our arms up like we've just done an overhead press. We're gonna have a slight bend in the elbows. Take those arms overhead and then bring them back up to the top, okay? With that slight bend in the elbows. So I'm gonna grab one dumbbell, hold it like this, and do my pullover that way. All right, so let's set up. Laying on the ground, knees bent, feet on the floor. Pick those arms up like you just finished an overhead, like, not an overhead, a chest press. There we go, like you just finished a chest press. Slight bend in the elbows. Take that weight overhead and then back up to the top. Really try and press that low back into the floor as you do this move. And breathe. Halfway. Give me one more. Very good. All right, set the weight to the side. We're gonna do a body weight move next, okay? So we are going to do a reverse plank. We're not gonna do it for a very long amount of time though. We're gonna do 3 reverse planks at 10 seconds each. There's this theory that the longer we do planks, our form gets really bad. And so the best way to do planks is to just do them for 10 seconds, you know, with really, really good form. I think that both types have their purpose. I do think that the short planks do help us really focus on form and what muscles we're using. But we're not gonna give up doing our long planks either, sorry guys. But for today, we will do 3 10-second reverse planks. Reverse plank. You come, legs out in front of you. We're gonna take our hands kind of behind our butt, fingers pointed towards our feet, okay? We lift up, raising the chest, okay, right here like this. So, modifications, if that is difficult for you, instead you could do a reverse table. So reverse table, you've got the knees bent, and you lift up here, okay? Some people are really good at actually getting their hips up really high, making themselves look like a table, okay? I always feel a real big pull in my biceps and triceps when I do that. You need to figure that one out. So you can just lift it up as high as your flexibility allows you to. So either the reverse plank or the reverse table, okay? We'll do it for 10 seconds. So in those 10 seconds, I really want you to think about squeezing the glutes, activating the abs, okay? Really lifting and trying to make that body that nice straight line, okay? 10 seconds will fly by. We'll get up there, it'll be over. We'll take a few deep breaths, we'll get back up, 10 seconds, it'll be over, and then we'll do that 3rd time, okay? All right, so set it up, hands there, lift up and hold. Breathe for me, guys. Really activate those muscles. For 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Take a few deep breaths. And then let's head back into it. All right, lift up, hold. Activate those muscles. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Shake it out. Take one more breath. Let's do that final time, okay? Lift it up, squeeze and hold. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Shake it out. Nice. All right, we have one final exercise that we will add to the circuit. It's going to be a move called a pull-off press. It's named after a person, hence the strange name. So I'm going to be grabbing one dumbbell. I'm going to be holding it kind of at my chest. Well, it's more between the chest and the belly button. Let me show you. I'm going to grab a moderate sized weight. I'm going to have a slight bend in my knees, okay? I'm going to come and bring this right here halfway between belly button and chest. Extend my arms out and pull them back in, okay? We're using the core to help keep us nice and steady as we push the arms out and bring them back in. This is a move that is traditionally done with like a cable machine or like a band. So you're pulling it out and you have like the tension on it. Well, you turn to the side and you push it out, okay? It's like the machine would be behind me. But we're gonna do it with a dumbbell today, all right? So grab a dumbbell for me. Come have those nice bent knees. Find your balance here, okay? Elbows are bent. We're gonna press out and pull back in. Press out and pull back in. Keep it going. You're of course also working the arms. Breathe. Halfway. Keep it going. See if you can give me one more. Excellent. All right, then we're gonna grab a drink, okay? So you can set that weight down, grab yourself a drink. If there's anything that needs to be shaken out or stretched, now is a great time to do it. Before we jump back in and we do that circuit again. So we will be starting with the squat overhead tricep, okay? Excellent. I'm gonna grab a weight for that. We're gonna bring that weight to chest, point those toes forward. We will squat, extend the arms overhead, bend at the elbows, straighten, and bring it back to the squat, okay? Sometimes when I watch myself, I can tell that, okay, I think I figured it out. I watch my video and I can tell that one of my arms is being weird, but because it's the reverse of me, I have a really hard time figuring out what side, and then I keep making that side even worse. So maybe I just don't look at it, go by feel. There we go. We're halfway through, guys. Keep it going. We have just 2 more. Last one. Very good. All right. Then we're going to be doing some reverse curls. So I'm going to grab a lighter weight for those. Our little T-Rex arms. We start with the weights on the thighs. Slight bend in those knees. We curl up and back down. Curl up and back down. Keep it going. Two more of these babies. And one more. Nice. Then we're going to be doing seesaw rows, okay? So grab weights that work for a bent over row for you. We're going to hinge forward, extend one arm out, other arm comes up, and they meet in the middle, okay? There we go. Keep it going. Nice strong back. 3 more. 2 and 1. Very good. Stand up. Then we're going to do that one where we have to really think. The one arm overhead press at the bottom of the lunge. And then we switch hands. Okay? So grab one weight. I'm going to face you guys this time. So bring that weight to shoulder height. We're going to reverse lunge with the opposite leg. Overhead press at the top. Switch hands. Bring it down. Come up. Other side. Lunge. Overhead press. Switch hands. Bring the arm down as you stand up, okay? Reverse lunge. Overhead press. Grab the weight. Stand it up. Very good. Reverse lunge. Overhead press. Grab the weight. Stand it up. Keep it going. There you go. Keep it going. The transfer for me is like the hardest part. Switching from one hand to the other. Keep it going. Just a few more. All right, so we're going to do one more full transfer. Reverse lunge, overhead press, switch. Then we're going to do this final one. Reverse lunge, overhead press, switch. Excellent, you made it through. All right, standing balance dead bug. So technically you only need one light weight since we're doing one side at a time. You're going to come balance on one foot, okay? We're going to come opposite knee of the hand with the weight. It's going to come up. We'll extend the arm overhead as we tap down, okay? All right, so bring it center, overhead, center, and overhead. Very good. Keep breathing, keep going. Halfway. Two more. You're going to feel in those shoulders. And one. Remember, you can do this one body weight, no weights. Okay? All right. Bring that other knee up. Hand towards it. Extend overhead and tap. Very good. Keep it going. Breathe. Halfway. Give me one more. Very good. All right. Then we're going to come to the mat. We're going to do that dumbbell pullover. I'm going to grab one heavier weight. You're also welcome to do it with two, okay? If you're doing it with two, just make sure that they're tracking the same, you know, so that both arms are going the same and one isn't over here and the other one's behind, okay? All right. I'm going to come down. My knees are bent. My feet are on the floor. Lay down. Press that low back into the mat. Extend those arms overhead like you just did a chest press. Slight bend in the elbows. Take it overhead. Pull it back up to the top. Overhead. Back up to the top. You may notice we've done a couple motion patterns where the arms go overhead. We've worked slightly different muscles based on the positioning of our body and the way we executed the move. Right now we're working shoulders and lats primarily. Make two more. And one more. Very good. All right. Whew. We will set that weight to the side because the next thing we're going to do is our 10-second reverse plank, 3 of them. Remember, you can also do a reverse table, okay, or a reverse crab, okay? All right. So I'm going to take my legs out in front of me, hands pointed towards my feet. Lift up, hold here for 10. All right. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the abs. Breathe. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Very good. Couple deep breaths in and out. One more time, in and out. Let's go again. Lift up and squeeze. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. We'll do one more. Really think about your form on this one, okay? All right, in 3, 2, 1. Lift it up and hold. Give me 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Very good. Circle those wrists. We're going to stand up. We're going to do that pal-off press. I'm going to grab one heavy weight. It gets extended out and pulled back in as we stand up. Okay? You have that slight bend in the knees. All right. I'm going to turn and face you guys for this one. So I have that slight bend in my knees. Elbows are bent. Weight is up here between chest and belly button. I'm going to extend out and pull it back in. Extend out, pull it back in. Very good. Keep it going. Keep breathing. Halfway. Almost there. 2 more. And 1 more. Very good. Grab yourself a sip of water, towel yourself off, stretch out anything that is tight. I'm going to take just a minute to do just that and rest up. Get our heart rate back down a tiny bit before we go again. On round 3, you'll probably notice more tired muscles. Hang in there as best you can. If you do start to get super shaky, feel free to cut the number of reps to go down in weight, okay? But if you can hang in there and do the same weight that you did before, awesome, okay? I'm just gonna shake my arms out, just make sure you're still moving around. We don't wanna take a nap just yet. Do that later, on your own time. All right, so we will be starting with that squat to overhead tricep right here, okay? I am going to try and keep my elbows even. It's driving me crazy. Maybe you guys are totally cool with it, but I keep seeing like one of my elbows being crazy. I'm gonna see if I can fix it. All right, we all have things to work on with our form. So I'm grabbing my weight. Elbows are down, weight is at your chest. We will squat, take it overhead, and do that tricep extension, okay? So squat, overhead, tricep extension. Keep it going. We have just 2 more after this one. One more. All right, bring it back to center. Reverse curls, our T-Rex arms, okay? So grabbing a lighter weight than you would use for bicep curls. We start with the weights rested on those thighs. We curl up, okay? So curl up towards the shoulders and back down. Make sure you have nice strong wrists on this. It's really common to bend your wrists, and I don't want that. I want them nice and strong. If you find your wrist bending, try and use something a little lighter. 3 more. 2 and 1. Very good. All right, then we're gonna do our Seesaw Rows. So I'll grab my weights for my Seesaw Rows. We're gonna stand nice and tall, shoulders back, chest open, and then we'll hinge forward. We'll pull one arm up to the top, okay? And then we switch and switch. Nice and graceful. Using that back to keep us up. Halfway. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Stand it on up. Then we're going to be doing that one where we make our brain think. We challenge our coordination. We're going to do a 1-arm overhead press at the bottom of a reverse lunge. Switch hands with the weight. Bring it down and up, and repeat on the other side. Okay? I will face you guys again. So I'll reverse lunge with the other leg, reverse lunge, overhead press, switch the weight at the top, come in, reverse lunge, overhead press, switch the weight at the top, and bring it in. Very good. Keep it going. We've got this. We're breathing. We're focusing. We're making it happen. Keep it going, friends. We're getting there. We're over halfway through this one. So we have to do 2 full complete rounds of it. So that one was 1 full round. Got 1 more. Overhead, switch hands, bring it center, do the other side. Once we get back up to the top, we're done. Nice. All right, so then we have our standing balanced dead bug. I'm grabbing 1 lighter weight. Remember, you can also do this with no weights and have it just be a balanced one. All right, so I'm gonna stand, my standing leg, find my balance, bring the other knee up. Weight is in the opposite hand. Reach overhead and tap, and bring it back to center. Reach overhead and tap, bring it back to center. I have a nice bend in my elbow. Keep it going. Couple more. 2 more. 1 more. Very good. We'll switch to that other side. Okay. So you'll find the balance on that 1 foot. Bring that other knee up. Bring the arm out. Raise overhead and tap with the foot. Bring it back there. Very good. Keep it going. Halfway. 3 more. 2. And 1. Excellent. We have our last set of the dumbbell pullovers, okay? I'm going to grab 1 weight for my pullover. Come down to the floor. Got our knees bent, feet are on the ground. Press that low back into the floor. Arms come up like you just finished a chest press, okay? We're going to take the arms overhead and back up to the top. Make sure you're pressing that back into the floor through this move, okay? Keep it going. Halfway. 3 more. 2 more. and one more. Very good. All right, so we'll set the weight to the side. We've got our final 3 reverse planks, or your reverse table, or your crabs, okay? So 10 seconds each, 3 of them. I'm gonna set that, fingers pointed towards my feet. I'm gonna lift up, squeeze, try and make that nice straight line with my body. Breathe. 3, 2, 1, bring it down. Excellent. Take a deep breath in and out. Let's get ready to go back up into number 2. Lift. Hold. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. We have one final one, guys, okay? Shake it out. Come back. Get ready. Let's lift up. Hold for 10. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Circle those wrists for a second. So we'll stand up. We've got our pull-off press next, okay? Our last set of those. I'm grabbing one weight. Gonna have that slight bend in the knees, okay? I'll turn to the side this time. Slight bend in the knees. Bring this weight up between chest and belly button. Extend out and pull it back in. Extend out and pull it back in. Use that core. Very good. Keep it going. One more. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Okay, so we are going to finish today with some bicep curls, okay? We did some reverse bicep curls, so we have already worked the biceps a little bit. We're gonna do some regular curls, okay? With the palms facing forward, grabbing that weight, curling up toward the shoulders and back down, okay? So we are gonna do 10, rest for a couple seconds, 10 more, all right? We'll do just 2 sets of 10. So grab some weights that are gonna work for your curls for you today, depending on how your arms are feeling at the end of all of this, okay? So regular curls. Palms are facing away from your body. Curl up, and then you bring it back down. Watch the wrists on these ones too, okay? Want nice, strong wrists. Keep it going. Four more. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Just let those weights hang. I'm just going to sway a little bit, swing them. Catch your breath. Give those arms just a teeny tiny little rest. Here we go back for the final 10 seconds, okay? Swing and sway just a tiny bit more. All right. Come back to center. Let's do that final set of 10, okay? Palms are facing away from you, standing nice and tall. Curl it up and down. Final 10. Up and down. Keep it going. You've got this. Halfway. Three more. 2. Give me one more. 1. Nice. All right, set those weights aside. Grab a quick drink. We're going to start our stretch standing today. All right. Once you've gotten that drink, we're going to split these feet nice and big, okay? We're going to have our front toe pointed towards a wall, and that back foot is going to be just off of perpendicular. Not quite perpendicular, but just off of it. We're going to bend that front knee, okay? And we're going to lean forward into it. I'm going to bring the arms up stretching them towards the ceiling, okay? Lengthen the body through the arms, then press forward into that front leg. Nice deep breaths here. And we're going to take the arms, we're going to just rotate the body ever so slightly. Take one arm forward, one arm back, over each of my legs, still leaning forward into this front leg there, okay? And just lengthen through here. Very good. Hold and breathe. All right, then we're going to take that front arm, we're going to bend it and bring it down towards this front leg. Reach overhead, lengthening through this arm. Once again, reaching, lengthening through that bottom foot all the way through this arm. Very good. Then we'll take this top arm. We're going to reach up towards the ceiling. We're going to straighten this front leg out. And you can take it anywhere from thigh all the way down to ankle. I'm going to rotate and look up towards my hand here, reaching up towards the sky, still lengthening through this arm. Breathe. And then gently stand it up. So then we'll just go do that other side, okay? So I'll turn, this front toe is pointing towards the wall, that back foot is just off of perpendicular, okay? Then that front knee, we're gonna lean into it, okay? Our hips right now are square with the front leg. I'm gonna bring those arms up, reaching towards the ceiling, lengthening through the body. Feeling that stretch through the back too, lengthening, lengthening, lengthening. Breathe. All right. Then we're going to take those arms, reaching one forward, one back. Slight rotation here with the core, still leaning forward. Lengthening those arms from the chest out, reaching as far as you can in either direction. And breathe. All right, take that front arm, bend that elbow, bring it down towards the leg, and reach overhead. Lengthening from that foot all the way through the leg and through this arm. You know what comes next. We're going to take this top arm up towards the ceiling, straighten this leg out, and then look up towards that raised hand. We're going to stand it up. All right, I'm going to come to my mat. I'm going to walk my hands out to a downward dog. So I'm going to hinge at my hips, walk my hands out, press those heels towards the floor. I'm going to press one heel and then the other, feeling a nice gentle stretch through those calves. Now press both heels towards the floor. Press the hips up and back. You can have a slight bend in these knees if you do not have the hamstring flexibility, okay? Totally fine. Whoop, my mat is sliding. All right, come to your knees. We're gonna sit back in child's pose, arms stretched out. Sitting back, my knees are nice and wide, making space for my body. And I'm going to come to all fours. We're going to do a little cat-cow here, okay? So we're going to round up, round down and look forward, round up, round down and look forward. Keep it going. A couple more. Give me one more. Then we're going to thread the needle. So come to this nice neutral position. Decide which arm you're doing. Here's the eye. Your arm is your thread. Thread it through, and then you lean as much or as little as feels good onto this arm and shoulder, feeling the stretch through the shoulder. Okay? Back to center, we'll do the other side. Okay, come to all fours, find that balance. Take that other arm through, lean as much or as little as feels good into it, feeling that stretch through the shoulder. Come back to center. All right, we're going to lay down on our back. We're going to start with knees bent, feet on the ground, okay? And we're going to take our hands up overhead, interlacing the fingers, okay? I'm going to stretch mine out a little bit, and if you position this right, you can kind of feel a stretch through the tricep muscles, okay? I'm going to lift up into a bridge and lower. These are nice, gentle bridges, okay? Nice, gentle bridges, lifting and lowering. Interlacing those fingers above the head, stretching them out above the head. Just a couple more gentle bridges. Maybe 3, 2, and 1. Very good. We're going to release the arms. We're going to bring one leg out, like that other leg towards the chest. Back in familiar territory. Go ahead and circle the ankle. Circle the ankle the other direction. Hold the ankle still. Take the opposite arm. Grab that knee and gently pull it across the body. Arm going to lay out to the side. The other arm. Bring this knee back to center. Take this leg down to the floor. We're going to do that other leg. Like that knee towards the chest. Go ahead and circle the ankle while you're here. Circle the other direction. Now hold still. Take the opposite hand. Grab that knee and gently pull it across the body. The other arm lays out to the side. Now bring that knee back to center, bring the other knee up. We're going to hug them nice and wide, or just wherever feels good. I'm going to add a little rocking motion side to side because I like it. You're welcome to do the same. We're going to go into figure 4 next, okay? So release the knees, cross an ankle over the opposite thigh, grab that bottom leg and gently pull. That top leg is pushing away from the body so it can deepen that stretch. Release and do the other side. Cross the ankle over the thigh, grab the bottom leg, gently pull but push away with that top leg. Just a few more seconds. And then release. Let's pull ourselves up to a seated position. We'll do one quick breath together, okay? So here we are. Let's inhale our arms overhead. Exhale our arms down. Thanks for being here, everybody. Starting your week out with me.